Hey guys, this is Kurt. It's October 31st on Halloween. I'm out here guarding the house from all the ghosts and goblins. So the kids are out, so I just wanted to get a few minutes to give you a quick update on where I'm at with life and leukemia and all the other things that go along with that. Forget what the last video was, what I said, but this past week I had a biopsy done to figure out where my stem cells are and where my leukemia is at. Basically, they go into your hip, the bone marrow, and pull out a core, is what they call it, and they can look at the stem cells or not the stem cells, but your cells, and see where my leukemia is at. So we're still at like 15% bad cells, which is where they're sort of hoping for, preferably zero, but this is something that they can work with. I've had 5 different days that I've been trying to do stem cell collecting over at Anschutz in Aurora, being very unsuccessful with some of that. So we're giving my body a little bit of time to heal before they try to do another collecting. So they're saying like 5 million stem cells out of me, where they're gonna hold them, freeze them, and lock them in some vault somewhere. And then they're gonna go in and give me some chemo and knock everything out, and then put the stem cells back into me at some point, and then I'll be rejuvenated and doing well at that point. But the problem right now is just trying to get the stem cells out. So they need 5 million ideally to get out of me, and I only got 1.75 million. They saying at the very bare minimum they want at least 2 million, preferably more, to do one cycle. So I've had 5 separate days to get that much out. Typically, from what I've heard, they can get 5 million out in a day or two for most people, but I think I'm a pretty stubborn kind of person, so I don't like people stealing stuff from me, I guess. I don't know why I'm having so many problems, but that was one of the reasons why they did the biopsy on me recently, to figure that out. But things are looking good with that, so we're going to try for one more attempt on that, and then they'll figure out what the next step is from there. So that's where I'm at. So I'm sort of recovering back at home for the next 2 or so weeks until I'm ready for the next collection. So that's where I'm at with that. Feeling good right now. They're doing instead of having infusion of chemo, they're giving me shots right now to keep maintaining the level of low cells that are bad. So we're still doing good with that. So that some of the chemo takes a little bit of fatigue out of me, and that kind of stuff, or gives me a little bit of fatigue. But otherwise, I'm feeling good. Just trying to keep myself locked in the room, because my platelets are down, which clots your blood and that kind of stuff. So I don't want to risk cutting myself. And my white cells are pretty good, so I'm a little resilient to some germs, but I'm just trying to keep things safe as much as I can. So I think we're good with that. Probably the biggest challenge I've run into this week, I guess technically it doesn't happen until tomorrow, but as of tomorrow I will be officially unemployed. I've been working since I was 16 years old at different jobs, and my incredible employer, Columbine Health, they've been great. I've been working with them for 12 years, and they've given me so much grace, and they've let me stay on for the last 6 months, even though I haven't really been working, going through this whole diagnosis. So So it's a little challenging to know that I'm unemployed, but God's still taking care of me, and I'm getting disability, which is sort of a difficult thing for me sometimes to do because I want to be a person that takes care of my family and not allow the government. But I realize that the many, many years I've been working, going to Social Security and Social Security disability is something I've been putting into. So it's sort of just taking back what I've already given them. So I guess I feel good with that. But it's still a little hard to manage the bills a little bit. So things are a little challenging with that. So definitely keep me in your prayers. And then also, if you guys are interested, I have a great friend of ours gave us these armbands. Has my favorite scripture on it. Jeremiah, it's probably upside down and backwards on this, but Jeremiah 29:11 says in the Bible, I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, the plans to give you hope and a future. And I believe that with all my heart. That's one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible, and God does have plans for me. I have many more years left that God has a purpose for me, and I want to follow through those things that God has for me. I'm still trying to figure some of those purposes out. What the next several years look like for my life, and what He wants me to be doing. But I am still faithful, and I'm trusting God and what I can do for Him. So that's it. So and then the other thing on the other side of it says Team O Strong. So if you guys want any of those, just direct message me on this Facebook or even this YouTube, and then I can mail it out to your address with whatever you give me on that. Love to have you guys think about me and pray for me and that's sort of a reminder for you guys. But I've got a bunch of those, so I'd love to send those out to you guys. So anyway, that's where I'm at. So thank you so much for just taking care of me and supporting me and everything that you do for me. God's in control, and things will work out. All right, love you guys. Bye bye.